Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be sowing these Ulco marigolds, French honeycomb. Stand it up there. It says here, easy to grow crested flowers, ideal for formal and informal bedding displays. It looks good in pots and in containers too. It says here, sow February, March, April, May. Sow outdoors, April and May. Indoor sowing, sow thinly in trays of seed compost, cover lightly with a fine layer of compost, firm gently and keep warm. Seedlings usually appear in 14 to 21 days. Growing on, when large enough to transplant, 5 centimeters, 2 inches apart, gradually acclimatise to outside conditions, then plant out 6 to 8 inches apart, keep moist and weed free. So yeah, really nice. It says here that the perfect for pots. So I'm really looking forward to growing these. There is 100 seeds, so if I sow a half or a third of those, that should be plenty. So yeah, if you've got any questions at the end of the video, please just leave a comment and I'll get straight back to you. So yeah, let's get these sown, get them open first, that's the main thing. I'm using a peat-based compost, I don't know if you can see that there. Peat-based compost. But I will be going to peat-free when some decent peat-free compost comes out. That won't be a problem. There we go. So yeah, just get these open. So look at the size of the seed, shall we? Yeah, it's a peat-based compost. It has a little bit of feeding, which does help once your seeds germinate. The thing about these seeds, they're quite large, so they are quite easy to sow. There we go. And if you can see those properly, just get on there. Focus. So yeah, all you need to do with these is just give them a little sprinkle. I am sowing 3 different types of seeds in this tray. I've got petunias at one end, marigolds in the middle, and I will be sowing rudbeckia at the end. So yeah, once you've sown them, I always like to save my seeds, so all I do is just wrap it over a couple of times, give it a really good with your nail, really keep it nice and tight, and then in there, they will stay for another year, those, as long as I keep them somewhere nice and dry. So all you need to do then, a thin layer of compost over the top. I just get a nice bit of compost just in between your fingers and hands, just give it a really good rub in between. That's brilliant. Then all you need to do is get your name tag in like so, marigolds, and then give them a little bit of water like so. These don't need to go in my watering trays because they will be getting covered with these. So I'll put one there. I haven't got the full-size ones at the moment. I'm not buying any more. One there and then one there, and that will keep most of the moisture in, and that will help germination. Oh yeah, just like so. And that will, as you can see there already, helps keep the moisture in, and that will speed up germination. So yeah, that's how to sow marigolds. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask, folks. If you like my videos, please subscribe. And as always, happy sowing, happy growing. Please keep safe, everybody, and thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye. Today we're going to be potting on some marigolds, some rudbeckias, and some petunias. Just get them out of here first. Here we go. And under the lights. Get them on here. I'm using my new Joby stand. Just want to show you. Yeah, nice little stand there. Nice little new microphone as well. So I shall just sort this out for a second. Right, so we've got this sorted now. Get the microphone to one side. Yeah, what I'm going to be doing with these is pricking these marigolds out and then potting them and potting them in do these toilet roll tubes. I've already had a water. I've already got some cornflowers and some 4 loop into there. So I've given them a little water. What we need to do then is get it over there like so. Get this under here. You know what I'm doing now is, you see that okay? Just pricking these out and then transferring them across to here. That's sorted like so. Move that across. Be there in a minute. These are being used peat-based compost because I haven't found a decent peat-free one to use. I'll get my little pen. Just pricking out. You can use anything that's flat and blunt. So all you need to do then is just get in there like so. Get as much compost as you can out with it. And all we need to do then is just in like so. Try and get it centered. You don't want to be touching the stem at all. You want to be missing that totally. A bit more compost around it. Like so. Now you don't want to be touching the stem because if you damage the stem, that's it. It's curtains for it. You don't want a little water, like so. Then you can see here the compost is really wet. It's a little bit too wet actually. It's been that humid in here. The moisture levels have just become absolutely unbearable. And because it's that wet outside, I've not been able to vent it by opening the windows and stuff like that. So, a little hole there. And with the leaves in the middle. Nice bit of compost. And then just a little bit of water, just to water it in. These will go into a tray of water, these marigolds, once they're all potted up. But yeah, the good thing about using these is that these toilet roll tubes, you can fit a lot into a tray, probably 40, 45 into one tray. So you can get a lot of plants in there, taking up only a little bit of space. Yeah, see there, nice thick stem on that. Lovely root system. Into the middle like so. Bit of compost around it. Give it a little tap in. Yeah, if any go over like that, don't worry, once you give them some water and when they get over the shock of being moved, they will come round nicely. Yeah, like I said, it's been a peat-based compost this. It's a really good quality compost as well. Like, get the leaves there, give it a little tug, untangling it, and these are going to be gorgeous. These are marigolds. Don't know what type of marigold, but these are going to look absolutely gorgeous this year. So yeah, like so, into the middle. Bit of compost around it. A little bit of water. So yeah, if anybody's got any questions about how to put plants on into these toilet roll tubes, I've got a video on how to use these, how to fill them without having to cut the bottom and fold it. The way I do it is I take a toilet roll tube, I fill it right so at the bottom, and then I get a round piece of dowel or a hammer, the shaft of a hammer, bang it in, and then that keeps, you get a nice tight plug there, and then by the time the roots at the bottom, they hold everything in. You just take them out and plant them, and it's totally biodegradable then, and you're not going to disturb any of the roots. It's a really good way of doing it. Plus it's free, totally free. Just save these over the year, for the autumn and the spring when you're going to be sowing your next lot of flowers. So yeah, I'll get on with this. Right, here we go. This is the last one. I've then got, well, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 think probably 23 here, which is great. Should all go in like so. Last one. A little bit of compost around there, and just a little bit of water on the top. I've been using my pen to do this, so let's move this over to the back here. Move this across. As you can see there, get the name tag, marigolds. Get that in there like so. And all we'll do with these then is just take them and put them in my tray of water, just in there. I shall leave them in there for half an hour, and then I'll take them out and drain them. This just fits over the top so it can drain the water back in, and then I shall give them a little feed. I have some tomato feed here. I shall start feeding them on this tomato right concentrated tomato food. I find it's a really good quality feed. It's a good all-purpose. It helps produce really good, strong, healthy plants with some beautiful flowers on. So yeah, that's how to. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Say hi, monkey. Hi, monkey. Hi, Paul. Sit him to one side. Today, I'm going to be part 3, how to grow marigolds from seed. As you can see, got my first flower, which I'm really pleased about. I'm using some recycled compost. This has been used for my seedlings. This is what's been left. I've got rid of all the leftover seedlings, dried it out in the sun, and then damped it off a little bit. It should be really nice, less for potting on. So what I'm going to be moving them into is these 9cm plastic pots. So first thing I need to do is just fill a few of these up. You don't want much in here because I'm going to be getting these. You can see this one. As you can see here, a really nice healthy root system there. And what I'll do with these is, because these are a little bit too long, break off a little bit like so, just so it's the right height to fit in here, and then simply a little bit more. It's not going to damage in this, we'll soon recover from this. And all we need to do is then get your compost, keep your plant centered like so, give it a tap down, and then that goes to one side to be watered in. So yeah, I'm using a peat-based compost here. It's mixed in with some peat-free compost as well. And it's got a bit of perlite in there as well. You can see there, beautiful root system. That should fit perfectly. It does. Then all the way around, like so. Give it a tap down inside. I'll get this one that's actually flowering. This is this one. Yeah, this is the perfect time to transplant these. Like I said, it's not going to be the end of the world if you just have to nip off about an inch or two. There's plenty of roots and they'll recover really well. But yeah, these will go really well in my baskets and pots. I'm going to have these all around the front, near the bench, and they'll look really, really well. So yeah, this is part 3. I've grown all these from seed, which I'm really chuffed about. That one's actually dried out and rotted off. That is the only one that's actually done that, so I'm quite pleased about that. So yeah, these will be in all my pots on the front. I'll mix them with dahlias, sweet peas, penstemons and my begonias. I think they'll make a really good show, these. I love the vibrant colours, absolutely stunning. Let's get one more done. A little bit off there. Plant it in. Once these have been done like this, I'll show you what I'm going to do with them to water them. These are getting, I feed these now twice a week at the moment. We've got to that stage. I use Miracle Grow and Tomorite. They're 2 feet I use. Just get show you. This is what I use. Miracle Grow all purpose, really good value for money that. And then I also use this as well. Tomo right, delicious tasting tomatoes, also really good for flowers. Really can't recommend that enough. So yeah, once these have been done like so, what we're going to do then is show you where I put them. These will then go in here to soak. Let's get the others in. Leave them in here till they're soaked right through. And I should take them out, put them on a really well lit shelf in my greenhouse. As you can see, they're flowering really well. By the time the frosts have gone, these can go out. These are going to be really robust plants. If you have any questions how to grow these, please don't hesitate to ask, folks. Anything about marigolds, please don't hesitate to ask. If you like the videos, please subscribe. And as always, happy sowing, happy growing. Say bye, monkey. Bye, Paul. Bye, monkey. Bye, mate.